In this Learn WordPress Visually video, I'm going to show you how you can install WordPress on your own domain, which is what you should definitely do. Now, I'm using HostGator as my website host, but if you don't have HostGator, although I highly recommend them, hopefully your host will have the same or similar type of way to install WordPress. What you want to look for is Fantastico Deluxe, and this is what it looks like. So on your website host, once you log in, find that and then click on that. And on HostGator, it gives us a navigation area here, and under blogs, there is WordPress, and that is what we definitely want to install. So I'm going to click on WordPress. Now, I have not installed a blog on this domain yet, so I'm going to click on New Installation. And then if you have different domains on your account, you just want to navigate with this drop-down box to the right domain that you want to install to. So in this case, we're going to install it to screencasttv.com, which is one of our websites. We don't have anything on it right now. Now, the next box is if you want to install it in a directory, and I'll tell you what that means. So let's say screencasttv.com is a website where we already have, maybe some of our products and sales pages. And we want to just add a blog, not to the home page, but to a different page on our site. So for example, screencasttv.com/blog. In that case, we would type in blog for the directory, and it will install the WordPress blog at screencasttv.com/blog in that directory. And it won't get rid of everything on the home page. Now, in this situation, I don't have anything on the site, so I'm going to leave this blank because I want the blog to show up at screencasttv.com on the actual home page of the site. So if you're doing a blog and it's your main page on your website, you can leave this directory blank, which is what I'm going to do now. So the next area is the admin access data. And this is the username and password that you're going to set up to actually enter the blog. So I'm just going to put in admin and test, but you want to put in things that people will not guess, because this is how you actually get into your blog and do posts and make changes. So number one, make sure you put things in here that people won't guess. And then number two, whatever you do choose, make sure you write it down so you don't forget it, because you can't get into your blog to make posts without the username and password that you set right here. So it's very important. Now, the username right here is not something that other people will see, so don't worry about that. Now, down here in the base configuration, there's something called an admin nickname right here. That is what people will see. So for example, when you make a blog post, it'll say by, and then it'll have whatever you put here for the nickname. So it could be your name, it could be your business name, it could say admin. Anything you want to be known by could go here under the admin nickname, and just be aware that it is something people will see. Now you can always change this once WordPress is installed as well, so don't worry about that. The next box is for the admin email, and I'm just going to put a fake one in here right now, but it's important to put a primary email address of yours in there, because if you set up your comments, for example, to be moderated so that you get an email when somebody posts a comment, or you set up a contact form on your blog, which I'll be showing you how to do, it will email you at the email address that you specify right here in this box. So you want to make sure that you give a good primary email address for those types of things. And then the site name, we're going to make this be a site about dogs, so I'm going to just put all about dogs, and description I'll leave blank. And the site name and description can be changed after we install the blog also. Once we do that, we just click Install WordPress, and then Finish Installation. And it just takes a second, and that's it. And it shows us right here, our username is admin and password is test. And it gives us a URL to get into the access to our blog. And that's definitely something, like it says, you want to bookmark that So make sure you bookmark that and you write down your username and password. And just like that, we've now installed our blog. So now that we've installed our blog, let's take a look. I'm going to click on this link right here, which is the admin link to our new blog that we just installed. And as you'll see, it takes us to a screen for our username and password. And again, this is the same username and password that we set up in creating the blog. So I'm going to just type in admin and test and log in. And we're logged in. So this is what the dashboard looks like for your blog. And if we take a look, I'm going to right click and open in a new tab here. This is what it looks like online. And it's got our title that we created, all about dogs. And it's just got some basic stuff here to start for us. So now what we're going to do is in the next video, I'm going to show you and take you through the dashboard to show you how that's set up and how to configure that.